Welcome back, dear followers. Please support us with like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Let's break this down for Tuesday, January 27, 2026, using this warning map, and I'll walk you through it in a way that keeps things flowing, engaging, and easy to follow from start to finish. This is one of those setups where the storm itself may not look dramatic everywhere, but the impacts absolutely are. So stick with me, because what's happening right now across Canada is a classic deep winter pattern with multiple hazards at once: extreme cold, lingering snow, lake effect bands, fresh systems in Atlantic Canada, and dangerous travel conditions that are not going away quickly. We're starting this forecast with Canada still firmly under winter's grip after the historic storm that just moved through. While the core system has shifted east, the warning map for January 27 tells a very important story. This is now a secondary impact phase. These are often more dangerous than the main storm itself. Let's talk about what that means. Across southern Ontario, including Toronto, the GTA, Hamilton, Niagara, and eastward toward Kingston and Ottawa, warnings and advisories remain in place mainly because of snow-covered roads, icy conditions, and blowing snow. The snow has stopped falling heavily, but temperatures are so cold that nothing is melting. Snowbanks are massive, visibility at intersections is reduced, and untreated surfaces are solid ice. Lake effect snow is still a concern, especially east of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay, where additional snow showers continue to rotate through. These bands are lighter than what we saw over the weekend, but they're persistent. That means another few centimeters can quietly pile up, especially around Barrie, Orillia, Midland, and surrounding communities. Overnight and into the day on the 27th, wind chills remain in the -20s, sometimes pushing closer to -30 early in the morning. This keeps roads icy all day long. Even major highways can remain slick, especially bridges and elevated sections. Now moving east into Quebec, warnings are focused along southern and eastern portions of the province. Montreal, Quebec City, and surrounding regions continue to see light snow, drifting snow, and cold temperatures. It's not a blockbuster snow day here, but it's the kind of weather that slowly grinds everything down: slow commutes, flight delays, and difficult walking conditions. Further east, things ramp up again. Atlantic Canada is still very active on January 27, and the warning map shows it clearly. Newfoundland and Labrador are dealing with significant snowfall, blowing snow, and strong winds, especially across eastern Newfoundland near St. John's. This system is slower to move out, which means snowfall totals keep climbing through the day and into the night. In some areas, snow is falling steadily, while in others it comes in bursts with strong winds that reduce visibility to near zero. This is especially dangerous on coastal highways and exposed areas. Travel here is strongly discouraged unless absolutely necessary. Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island are transitioning out of the worst snowfall, but cleanup is extremely difficult. Snowbanks are high, roads are narrow, and blowing snow continues to reduce visibility. Temperatures remain cold enough that everything refreezes once the sun goes down. Now let's shift west. Across the prairies, warnings are more focused on extreme cold rather than snow. Manitoba remains brutally cold, with Winnipeg and surrounding areas seeing overnight lows deep into the -20s and -30s with wind chill. Saskatchewan isn't far behind. This is the kind of cold that stresses infrastructure, causes vehicle issues, and makes even short trips outside uncomfortable and dangerous. Alberta is slightly milder by comparison, but still wintry. Calgary and Edmonton stay cold overnight, with daytime temperatures hovering near seasonal norms. There isn't much snowfall here, but icy patches remain an issue, especially early in the morning and after sunset. Now look north. Warnings in northern British Columbia, southern Yukon, and parts of the Northwest Territories are tied to snow and blowing snow, particularly near mountainous terrain and highway corridors. Areas near Whitehorse, Watson Lake, and along remote highways face reduced visibility and difficult travel conditions. This is not casual winter weather. This is the kind of environment where a minor problem can turn serious very quickly. Travel through these regions requires preparation, proper vehicles, and awareness of rapidly changing conditions. On the west coast, southern British Columbia including Vancouver and Victoria remains relatively calm compared to the rest of the country. No major winter warnings here, but clouds are increasing and a shift toward wetter weather is coming later in the week. Higher elevations will start to see snow again, improving mountain snowpack but also raising avalanche concerns. So what ties all of this together? This is a classic post-storm winter lock-in. Snow has fallen. Records have been broken. And now the cold has settled in behind it. This combination creates long-lasting impacts that don't disappear in a day or two. Road conditions remain hazardous. Air travel continues to face delays. Snow removal takes days, not hours. Cold temperatures strain people, vehicles, and infrastructure. And here's something very important to understand. Even small additional snow amounts matter right now. When snow falls on top of snow, and temperatures stay below freezing all day, conditions can worsen instead of improving. Looking ahead beyond January 27th, there is no major warm-up in sight for much of central and eastern Canada. This means snowpack stays, ice stays, and winter remains in full control as we move deeper into the final days of January. If you're heading out today or tonight, allow extra travel time. Avoid unnecessary trips. Dress for extreme cold. Check road and flight conditions before leaving. Keep emergency supplies in your vehicle. And most importantly, check in on neighbors, seniors, and anyone who may need help during prolonged cold and snow conditions. This is one of those winters people will talk about for years, not because of just one storm, but because of how relentless the pattern has been. If you're finding these detailed forecasts helpful and want to stay ahead of what's coming next, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and stay connected. I'll continue breaking down every major system, warning, and temperature shift so you're never caught off guard. Thanks for watching, stay warm, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next update.